Hey guys, Amanda here, team leader with Usborne Books and More, and I wanted to show off some interactive books for toddlers and preschoolers.
Brainy Beluga Books.com.
I want to talk a little bit about critical thinking books to engage your toddler and preschooler, get them talking about shapes and different sizes and differences. So the Colorful World series, I believe there are 5 in this series. It will ask questions, some of them simple, some of them more complex. Which cow is the most colorful? That one's kind of obvious. It'll also ask things like, are these all farm vehicles? So that one is a little bit less obvious. You might have to talk that through with your toddler. And also the very first book of Things to Spot. This is one of my favorite books. This book has been well loved in my house for about a year and a half. I introduced it at about 18 months, and it has really been responsible for teaching my daughter shapes and colors and different lengths and different heights, shorter, taller, things like that. We have 2 books that are very unique to Usborne Books and More. This is Little Bear Needs Glasses, and it has a sister book, All Better. You might be familiar with All Better if you're familiar with Usborne Books and More. It has been our #1 seller for several years, and this is our newest installment. So the great thing about this, not only does it have repetitive text, but it has these reusable stickers, in this case, glasses. So we have been using our All Better book for over a year and a half, and those stickers are still sticking. And this is one of our newest, Little Bear Needs Glasses. I adore our very first questions and answers series. We have 2 right now. This is What is Poop? And we also have What are Germs? Both very useful topics in my household. These are Lift the Flap nonfiction books, and I just adore them. But what is poop? It's brown, smelly, squishy. It's stuff your body doesn't want. Hard pieces of food, old blood cells, which I find hysterical. They're old men, tiny germs, and water. So anyway, lots and lots of facts to learn about poop, and what kiddo doesn't want to learn about that. While you might not consider sticker books something fun to have in your house, these are fabulous. This is first sticker book, so it's very early young kids. As I've actually given this to my 3-year-old, and she just turned 3, and you can see she's sticking some stickers on. A little bit crooked, but that's okay, because the fine motor skills that are built into this, the action of pulling stickers off the page and then sticking them onto the page, is a wonderful skill to build. Once they've got them all stuck, it still has a little bit of text, so it's still a good book to have in your house. The Muddle and Match series. So I talk about this often. The Muddle and Match series is really cool. There are several in the series. Monsters and jungle animals, Imagine, which is a little bit girlier, and our brand new Muddle and Match fairy tales. So this is a mix and match book, which means you've got the alliteration if you keep it all together as one story, or you can mix up the pages and make a goofy character. Jack, a jolly giant catcher, guzzles and gulps greedily and proudly practices pussycat pounces. So as you can see, you can make up your own story, silly characters. Kids go nuts for this. This is great for 3-4 plus. Our Peek Inside series is phenomenal for toddlers and preschoolers. It is not only a board book, but it has these wonderful little cutouts, and as you can see, there's hidden pictures behind the cutouts, in this case, a wolf. Beautifully written stories, gorgeous illustrations, a couple of flaps here and there, but they are absolutely beautiful, wonderful to have in your house. There are several Peek Inside a Fairy Tale. I believe there are 4 now. And there are also non-fiction Peek Inside books, several of those as well, and they are all wonderful to have on your toddler and preschool shelves. Noisy books. A lot of people shy away from noisy books. They're afraid that they sound irritating. I am not sure you're going to be able to hear this, as I have the sound of the beach behind me, but let's see. There's an attempt. We'll find out if it made noise, but they are not irritating. They're not tinny sounding, and so I love all of our noisy series. They are also board books, so they are wonderful for road trips, which we are on right now. Are you looking for a mess-free activity to do with your kiddos? Magic painting books are where it's at. You just dip the paintbrush into water, and you can create beautiful masterpieces. An absolute favorite in our house is A Squirrel's Tale. It also has a sister book called A Mouse About the House. And they're very similar. They both come with a cute little creature that pops through these little slots in the book. And they pop to the other side. And they follow this path. And it tells a little story. In this case, the squirrel is looking for nuts, and he's asking friends if they have seen his nuts. And he keeps popping through the pages as he goes. So it's a lot of fun to do with toddlers and preschoolers. I hope that gave you some great ideas for some interactive reading with your kiddos. Thanks. Bye.